What's going on, everybody? Chuck here, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day today. If you are on the fence as to whether or not you need to kill off your lawn completely and do a full lawn renovation, stay tuned throughout this video, as I think I can sway you either one way or another as to what you should do, and maybe throw in an alternative. Now, I will say, before we get started, I do feel a little bit hypocritical doing this video because I have decided that I am going to kill off the lawn right now, today, in this video, as I talk to you. There's no turning back. I'm gonna do it. That's it. However, as I said, there is an alternative method. Now, first of all, the product I'm gonna be using for this first application until I get my next batch of glyphosate in, I'm gonna be using what I have left of this KleenUp. It is 41% glyphosate. I bought this at Ace Hardware last year for a different project I was working on. Did a really good job, so I'm going to be using this at least for the first one. I have enough here to cover my 2,000 square feet of lawn space, or have enough left, I should say, to cover my 2,000 square feet of lawn space. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a full lawn renovation. I'm going to be killing off the lawn as I'm talking to you, so forgive the camera angle here, because I want to do it all at the same time. So, why would you want to do a full lawn renovation? Well, there's a couple things that you actually want to think about when deciding whether or not to do a full lawn renovation. Do you have less than 30% turf grass in your lawn? And that's 30% of turf grass that you want in your lawn. You can have 30% of good grass, or even more of good grass, but you may not want that particular type of grass or cultivar of grass that you have. If you have that, full kill off do very good, because that means you also have over 70% of your lawn is weeds. And so maybe considering doing a full renovation, killing off your lawn, starting over, is a viable option. Another option that you may want to consider, and I actually had really good success with, was doing what I have called a no-kill renovation. And I did that at my old house. I did that at my brother-in-law's house. And in both cases, I had some very, very good success. Now, no-kill reno, you want to scalp your lawn all the way down to the dirt, or as low as it can go. You're going to do an aeration and overseed like you normally would. If you have mesotrione and you want to put that out, that will get you along further than what I did at my old house, because I didn't know of mesotrione at the time, so I didn't use any. So I didn't kill any weeds at all. I just did an aeration overseed. And by the spring and summer of 2020, so not quite a full 2 years, I had a really awesome lawn that was over 90% good, high quality turf type tall fescue to less than 10% weeds and Bermuda grass. And it was a lawn that I think the average Joe, the average person that wants to have a really nice lawn, would be really happy to have what I had. And that's a very viable option. You just need to exude a little bit more patience. Now, the other thing you want to consider is if the 30-70, if you fall in that line, or maybe you even have a little bit more good quality grass, is it the grass type that you want? If you're trying to change from, say, a turf type tall fescue to a Kentucky bluegrass, a full lawn renovation is something that you want to use. So if you're looking to change cultivars or grass types, a full lawn renovation is a very viable option for you. And that's kind of where I'm falling in my renovation, or in my thought process. It's that I don't know what kind of cultivars of tall fescue they used when they put the sod down in this house back in 2019. But from what I can see, it doesn't do well with heat tolerance. It doesn't do well, or with drought, I should say. It doesn't do well with disease tolerance. It kind of is, it's very weak, delicate from what I had at my old house, because it doesn't do well with foot traffic either. So I want to be able to control and know exactly what I'm putting in my lawn. At least I know what I've put down with grass seed and cultivars that I've done research on, and I know work in my area. So I'd rather have that control. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do the full renovation. Always make sure you're using proper PPE when you're dealing with glyphosate, especially the 41% concentrate, because that stuff is nasty. So always make sure you're wearing good PPE. So I got my long sleeves on, I got boots on, I got my gloves on, got my eyewear on, I am using a 2-gallon hand can, right here, 2-gallon hand can, all mixed up with product. I'm gonna post a video that Alan Hain did several years ago now about how to properly mix the 41%. Doesn't matter if it's this KleenUp or I think he used, I forgot what he used in that video. Whatever chemical, whatever brand he used, or if it's the 41% Roundup, it's all the same. It's 300 square feet per gallon, so you do need to figure out how much that is to cover your turf space. I need 2.5 of these to cover my 1,500 square feet because it's all 300 square feet per gallon, so it's 600 square feet per jug. So 2 jugs is 1,200 plus another gallon. So 2.5 of these. I think I have enough in that. I have some more coming in, but anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to spraying. So now, I want to be very careful of what I'm spraying. So obviously along the edges here, it's fine. Along the sidewalk, it's fine. But when I get to the neighbor's yard, I'm gonna use a piece of, I got some plywood back in the garage that I'm gonna use to make sure I don't kill his stuff. Not that I think he'd care very much, but the other thing is don't drench. You don't want to drench it. Just spray it nicely. Definitely don't go, that's too much of a fine, that's too, there we go. Don't use the jet to try to get a finer mist. I mean, not too fine, but enough to make it stick, and just spray. Like I said, don't drench because you're gonna come back in 2 weeks and spray anyway. Another reason I want to kill my lawn is that this area right here, I want to do, I want to extend out this flower bed. So I have my utility lines here, and it's just hard to trim and mow this area where also the spigot and the hoses are. So I want to go ahead and put the flower bed and extend it out just a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier to mow. Now I want to be careful here. I want to be careful near your flower beds, and if I get a little bit of killage, I'm not too concerned about it. See, now the no-kill reno, even if you use mesotrione to treat for weeds during your aeration, your overseed, you're not going to get all of the weeds. I believe it's after 3 weeks you can come back with another treatment of mesotrione. And so 3 weeks after your first application, you can come back with another application and go ahead and kill, and then you'll probably have a little bit more success and you'll kill off more weeds and everything will be hunky-dory. But if you decide not to put a harmful chemical on your turf, then obviously you're not going to get the instant satisfaction that you would if you did a complete kill off of your lawn. The complete kill off of your lawn, by the end of this fall, as long as you time everything properly, because you need to make this decision now. Don't make this decision too much longer, especially because we're in East Tennessee, so we're in the southern part of the transition zone where I'm at. And so our time to seed is like September, give or take. Late September, early October, and that's usually when I do it, and I have really good results with that timeline. So you need to time this with that overseed. And then in 2 weeks, I'm gonna come back and do another treatment, glyphosate, just to kill what didn't die with this treatment here. So you need a plan, and you should always do that. And so you need a plan at least 1 month out from your overseed. So this gets me, so it's August 11th today. So that gets me to mid-September before I'll put any seed down or do anything else, including leveling the lawn. So I have plenty of time. I'm in my window to establish a lawn in October. So I am in the butter zone. So while it looks like, oh, Chuck, you only have a little bit left in your sprayer, well, this is just 300 square feet worth of spray. So I still need to come out. What would be cool is if I did, you know, the 2.5 or the 5 gallons of liquid per full lawn treatment, you know? That would be ideal. So I cover this whole lawn with one 2-gallon can. And I can come back and cover the lawn again with another 2-gallon can. And then bust it for the other 5. But this area right here has just got all the Bermuda. I am not going over it more than I should safely go over it. So my property line kind of goes at an angle towards my fence. So that was dangerous. Don't be lazy. So I got fortunate there. So we're gonna go back down here and it'll just be a scoop and move, scoop and move. The Jonathan Green seed repair kit, obviously, and I'm out of product. And as you can see, the summer killed it. So 5 gallons of product has now been applied to the lawn. It's a nice deep shade of blue, if you may ask me. But yeah, so the next step is I'm gonna actually wait 2 weeks before I do another application. I still have to kill the side yard over here. I didn't get to any of it. I just didn't have enough glyphosate, but I actually have a 1-gallon jug. Is it the Compare and Save or something like that you can get on Amazon? It's $35. So hopefully, I think I'm getting that here at the beginning of next week. And I'll kill off the side yard, but that's only gonna be 1 2-gallon bucket because it's only 600 square feet over there, so it's pretty simple. But, so yeah, after 1 week, I'm gonna go ahead and start watering this again. I'm gonna come back through and give it some humic, some aerate, and some RGS just to treat the soil a little bit because putting down the glyphosate does do a little bit of damage to the soil. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video and learned something. Like I said, there's really no wrong way to do it. If you want to kill off your lawn and you have a pristine lawn just because you are bored and you want to do it, go ahead and kill your lawn. I mean, you know, I don't like it. You know, I think I'd prefer to just have done a no-kill reno. Like I said, I want to go ahead and put down cultivars of tall fescue that I like, that I know work, provide and produce a really good result. So I'm not regretting it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how this goes. And I'm really looking forward to mid to late September when I can go ahead and start putting down my grass seed. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Hopefully I swayed you one way or the other, whether or not to do a kill renovation, which you get really almost immediate results by the end of fall, or you do a no-kill renovation with some mesotrione and you may get some really good results by the spring, mid to late spring. If you don't kill any weeds beforehand, like I did, it kind of took almost 1.5 to 2 years before I really had a lawn that I was super stoked about. So that is all up to you. So anyway, I will see you all in the next video, which will be something with the backyard. I got some weeds back there I gotta treat too. So I'll see you then. Have a fantastic rest of your day and God bless.